Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have just got a ton of new update details and leaks for Battlefield 6, presumably based around Season 3 content. Temporal, known leaker and data miner here in the Battlefield community, has been going crazy with giving us new update details. So we get a full-on leaks roadmap, if you will, from Temporal, little mock image that he created featuring some of the upcoming updates that could be releasing in Season 3 and beyond. He's also gone through and answered a bunch of questions about other upcoming updates in-game as well. As always, when it comes to leaks and rumors like this, take everything with a grain of salt. Nothing is 100% officially confirmed until EA, until DICE, until one of the devs at Battlefield, or via an official blog post, we actually get references or announcements for something. So as of now, these are just leaks. These are just rumors. Once we get full official announcements, you guys know I'll be covering all that info right as it happens, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in the know. But initially here, as far as the main content leaks go, here's what Temporal recently posted. Took a quick look at the unreleased Battlefield 6 content. We've got 3 maps currently referenced in the files, including Plaza, Isolated, and of course Gold Mode Railway. We know all about that. It's been tested in labs for some time now. A handful of new weapons, including the L11-5A3 sniper, the RPK-74M, the M16A3, and the PP19 Vityaz. We also have new gadgets, battle pickups, and modes in the infographic here that he goes through and actually details things a little bit more specifically. So we can actually detail this little mock image here from Temporal. And again, this is not 100% official. This is his own leaks and everything like that. But as far as maps go with Plaza, this is reportedly inspired by Battlefield 3's Grand Bazaar. This would be an interesting map to see return, and apparently Plaza takes inspiration from that. Not sure if that means it's going to be like an actual remaster, then maybe include some new areas or what, or if it's just going to be similar in size, style, general aesthetic there. Isolated, we don't know anything about, outside of the fact that there is a map codenamed Isolated in the files. So not really getting too much information on that. Then obviously, Gold Mode Railway, this has been officially announced. We've known about this for some time now. As far as weapons go, the L11-5A3 bolt action rifle, a classic sniper here, could be fun to mess around with that. The RPK-74M LMG, the M16A3 assault rifle, and of course the PP19 SMG. Several weapons that we've seen before, pretty common in the scene in general here, but a handful of new guns nonetheless. So then we actually get some interesting details on gadgets and modes. So as far as upcoming gadgets here, again, these things could absolutely make their way into the game for Season 3. Some of them may be reserved for later in season during some of the different phases, maybe Season 4, Season 5, and beyond. But with the gadgets, we've got the mobile jammer, which is going to be a recon gadget, the artillery strike as a battle pickup, smoke screen as a battle pickup, and the JAGM strike as a battle royale call-in. We also have several new game modes. Obliteration. Teams must secure a bomb to arm and destroy the enemy MCOM stations. Infiltration, a 2-phase infiltration mode, collecting and hunting involving high-value targets. So maybe you go through and there's a certain enemy, there's a specific enemy on the other team that you have to take out or something like that. Then also alliances for Gauntlet, a new spin on existing Gauntlet game modes. So not a ton of exact specifics here, but we do get a general rundown of some of the upcoming plans as far as leaked content files go for Season 3 and potentially beyond as well. But that's not all, because Temporal has also gone through and, like I said, in the replies to this initial post, detailed a ton of what to expect elsewhere in game as well. So going through all these various different responses here, Temporal was asked, there were many headlines calling for dynamic weather. Any information on this? There's no sign of this feature in the files. So as of right now, according to the game files, don't get your hopes up for any dynamic weather, where one game it might be a thunderstorm, the next game it might be a clear summer day or anything like that. As of right now, what the vibe, what the aesthetic is, what the weather is on these maps is what it's going to be for the foreseeable future. I do think this would be a really cool update to have, though, as time goes on. Temporal also gets asked if these gadgets are going to be available only in RedSec, plus with the accessories or attachments, will the scope amplifier be available next season? Temporal says the JAGM strike seems to be the only battle royale exclusive gadget. Not sure on the attachments, though I haven't done a deep dive into those files. But for those worried about potentially seeing the jammer, the artillery strike, the smoke screen only being a battle royale, those seem to be universal updates to coming to multiplayer and RedSec alike. Jared asks, any updates on the AV grenade launcher? Temporal says it's still there and potentially coming in season 3. I focus on the new findings that we haven't seen in earlier data mining, so trying to highlight some of the new files that they've updated in the past few patches, whereas the AV grenade launcher has been around for a while and is still seemingly planned to launch in a future season, potentially season 3. Now, obviously, we know operations is back with phase 3 hunter and prey of season 2 here. Temporal was also asked about the Myrick Valley and Liberation Peak operation that was leaked a little while ago, and Temporal does say, yes, I found a file linking both of those maps to operations. I'm not 100% sure if that combo is dropping this month. Could have just been an internal test. So we'd previously heard that they were going to do a Myrick Valley and Liberation Peak map combined for one larger operation. No guaranteed ETA or if that's fully going to come to the game. Still something that is mentioned in the files, though, for what it's worth. Another question here about ranked play. We've obviously talked about several different leaks and rumors about ranked, both for multiplayer and for RedSec, and Temporal says still in development and potentially part of season 3. So we could actually see a full-on ranked mode coming to Battlefield with the next major seasonal update. I will say, if we get ranked in RedSec before we have full squad sizes, that in my opinion is not the best look, but time will tell, of course. Temporal was also asked about downtown telemarket and propaganda data mines, because those were found out about last year. Firestorm was a part of that data mine as well, and that turned out to be true. Temporal says, not sure about the status of propaganda, but the telemarket and downtown references were deleted, so seemingly those were leftover files potentially from RedSec or for something else, and market and downtown seemingly not going to be maps, but propaganda still has plenty of references in the files. Temporal was also asked about the Beretta M9, as it can be seen as a secondary weapon on various different operator skins and concept arts there. Temporal says it has not appeared as a standalone weapon yet. There's no direct references to it in the files. So if you're looking there, seeing some of the marketing images and seeing, hey, wait a second, that guy's got an M9 on his hip, that should be coming to the game. Seemingly that's just being used as, you know, an art, as like just, you know, weapon to throw in there and not actually a teaser in any capacity, which is a bit unfortunate, but at least we get some clarification on that. There's another question about naval warfare. The devs back at launch did confirm they are well aware of the requests for naval warfare and naval combat style maps, seemingly hinting at the fact that they would be doing that at some point. Here we are headed up to season 3 and still nothing on that. So any hints about that? Temporal says, personally, I would not expect any naval warfare in season 3, but I wouldn't mind being proven wrong on this one. And curiously enough, we do actually have a few other new leaks referencing some naval stuff. One Battlefield, another leaker and data miner in the community, ends up posting this, saying a small data mine ranked will apparently have elite divisions with a public leaderboard and special rewards. There's some spectator mentions for free cam, squad selections, so on. A team switch attempt functionality is mentioned. Abandoned battle royale mission functionality is mentioned. New server auto balance functionality is there. New vehicle types, presumably for sea combat, and several ocean wave related functionality has been added as well. Naval warfare could be in the pipeline. Maybe not with season 3 though, but perhaps like season 4 if that's still in active development there. Then also the platoons style system, some copium there also referenced in the files. Maybe those could be coming back as well. So quite a few gameplay and content update leaks for season 3 and beyond here. Obviously, in the coming days and weeks, we should be getting some more details as we approach the end of season 2. So we'll have to be on the lookout, obviously, as anything is officially mentioned in any capacity. We get any new leaks and rumors. I'll be keeping you guys up to date with all the need to know info. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.